I was signing the last form when my phone vibrated. One message, 3 words, "Same day, sis." I didn't scream, I didn't cry. I smiled at the registrar and kept my pen steady. The room smelled like ink and disinfectant, clean, indifferent. That's how betrayal arrives when it's planned. Quiet, polite, smiling. She had set her wedding on the same day as mine. Of course she had. My parents called that night. Their voices carried the careful tone they reserve for decisions already made. Logistics, guests, distance, regret shaped like excuses. They'd attend her ceremony. Bigger hall, better timing, more important. "I understand," I said, and I meant it, just not the way they thought. I used to believe my sister and I were built from the same story, same roof, same prayers before dinner, same last names stitched onto school uniforms. But somewhere along the way, she became the golden child, and I became the footnote. Her wins were paraded, my efforts were summarized. She learned early that love could be managed like a schedule. She learned that if she took the spotlight, everyone else would learn to stand in the dark. I learned to watch. When I got engaged first, there was a flicker in her eyes, quick, ugly, gone before anyone else noticed. She congratulated me with a hug that felt rehearsed. 2 weeks later, she announced her own engagement. Faster venue, louder colors, bigger guest list, same date. Coincidence is what people call it when they don't want to confront intent. The signs were there long before the announcement. The sudden venue booking, the shared relatives she called by mistake, the dress designer I had mentioned once, now mysteriously unavailable. It wasn't jealousy, it was strategy. I didn't confront her. I didn't warn my parents. I didn't ask anyone to choose. I adjusted. I moved my venue quietly, not farther, closer, 10 minutes from her luxury hall. I upgraded nothing visible. I invested where it mattered. Contracts, timing, optics. I made one call to a lawyer, then another to a financial advisor, then one to a journalist I'd helped years ago without asking for credit. People mistake silence for surrender. That's their first error. Planning revenge isn't about anger. Anger rushes. Revenge waits. I restructured my wedding budget and redirected part of it into something my parents valued more than appearances: legacy. A charitable trust in our family name, fully funded, fully legal, fully announced, but not yet revealed. I invited fewer people, the right people. Business partners my parents respected. Community leaders who remembered my work, not my sister's photos. I printed programs with no drama, no bitterness, just facts. And I sent my parents a message the night before the wedding. "I saved you seats if you want to stop by afterward. No pressure." They didn't reply. On the wedding day, I dressed alone. Calm hands, clean lines, no tears to ruin anything. Outside, cars streamed toward her venue. Inside, my hall filled quietly. No chaos, no competition. The ceremony was simple, intentional, real. Then, exactly on schedule, the phones started buzzing. A post went live, then another. My name, our family name. Headlines framed in dignity, not spectacle. Local couple launches major community trust on wedding day. Photos of my spouse and me signing documents, not posing. My parents saw it while seated at her ceremony. I know because they called me. 6 missed calls, then one message: "Where are you?" I waited. When they arrived, breathless and confused, they didn't recognize the place at first. The signage was understated. The guests were composed. The atmosphere didn't beg for attention. It commanded it. They walked in expecting to scold me. They froze. My father read the plaque by the entrance. My mother clutched her purse like it might explain what she was seeing. My sister wasn't there to perform. No spotlight to steal. Only truth. I didn't greet them immediately. Timing matters. When I did, I smiled the same way I had weeks ago. Controlled. Warm. "You came," I said. My mother whispered my name like an apology trying to be born.
My father asked questions no one answered for him. They followed me to the front, where the trust documents were displayed beside our wedding registry. I spoke softly, not to shame them, to inform them. This is what I was building while everyone was busy choosing. Behind us, guests watched, not with curiosity, but respect. That's the difference. My sister arrived late, furious, still in her gown. She looked at the room and understood everything at once. No scene, no accusation, just loss. She had won the date, I had won the narrative. Later, alone, I finally let myself breathe. Revenge didn't feel like triumph, it felt like alignment, like the moment a spine straightens after years of bending. I didn't take anything from her, I simply stopped shrinking so she could feel tall.